rule is very simple. It's the same everywhere we play. You want to have a good time? Have a good time. You want to try to hurt people? Wrong. That's not hardcore, man. You hurt people. Oh yeah, this is hardcore too. You hurt people by accident. That's okay. But if you go out of your way deliberately swinging to hit people, that's bullshit.
Yeah, what's different for you than between touring in Germany this year and touring in Germany 2 years ago? Because
3 years ago.
Or 3 years ago. Because for me it's very big different. 3 years ago there wasn't this big hardcore hype in Germany. Now all these bands like Biohazard, like Sick of It All, like Propane are very big in Germany, and a lot of people running around like wearing uniforms. They all look the same now. Are into the scene. 3 years ago.
I think it's terrible.
Yeah.
I think there are so many good German bands out here that the kids should be more interested in supporting and helping their own scene than for wanting to be like New York bands.
Yeah.
I think it's terrible, and as far as what I think is also different, besides the actual tour and the promotion, the people are different. We're playing, I don't know, maybe it's us, the way it's advertised, but we seem to be playing to a much younger hardcore crowd, which is fine. I have no problem playing with the younger crowd, but what I really like to play with is the older punks.
Yeah.
The older punks. Because it's more people my age, and it seems that they come from the music that I came from, that most of us came from. Old punk, old hardcore, and old oi. And I come to see these young kids, and I mean they're nice kids, it's nice, it's fun. I love to play to any crowd that enjoys it, and hopefully the message reaches some of the kids. But it's hard because when you talk to these kids, where did you come from in your music? And they talk about other bands, New York hardcore bands.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's I can't feel the same way as they do.
Yeah. Same for me. And what do you think about? Yeah, you've been talking about German bands, and I think there are a lot of bands who are a copy of a copy. They've got nothing of their own, and most of them didn't know anything about. Yeah, you know, if I'm talking about punk rock, I'm talking about bands like Angelic Upstarts and things like that, and
Sure.
they never heard about bands like that. And
Yeah.
and I think, especially for me, it's Rikers it's absolutely for me it's like yeah, they are a copy of a copy, and they totally don't do their own thing.
Let's put it this way: as far as being a copy of a copy.
Yeah.
If this is the music they grew up on and they grew up listening to New York hardcore, it's unfortunate. I wish they could have there's some great old New York hardcore that you would never hear of over here.
Yeah.
The real hardcore. But what?
There you go.
But if they grew up listening to this kind of music and this is the music they like, of course this is the music they're going to play.
Yeah.
Jan is the oldest of us. He grew up listening to the old Ramones. I'm talking about not like kids now. I'm talking about in the 70s.
Yeah.
15 years ago he listened to the Ramones. So the first music he was playing was like the Ramones.
Literally the Ramones.
Same for me.
Yeah.
When we were
to learn how to play.
Yeah, absolutely.
When we were first playing hardcore 10 years ago, SFA, we were playing the music that we liked, which was the hardcore and the punk from 10 years ago and beyond that. So I can't put down a band like that if this is what they like.
Yeah.
So long as they are playing it because they love the music.
Okay.
Any musician who plays the music because he loves the music, you cannot argue it. If he's playing the music because he knows it would get people to come to the show, then he's wrong. He should not have any business playing music.
Yeah, okay, but I also know these guys from Rikers very long. And okay, if you would say you are 100% punk rock, how much percent punk rock are they?
I've known them for 5 days.
Yeah, okay. And from these 5 days, okay.
From these 5 days, it's not enough. You can't ask. Let me put it to you this way: their music is okay.
Yeah.
It's not the kind. It's good music. It's not the kind of music I would listen to at home.
Yeah.
And they're nice people. Beyond that, 5 days is not enough to know someone.
Yeah.
And 5 days is certainly not enough time for me to judge them.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Yeah. Okay. that just
As
just,
far as would I have no problem playing with Rikers. I have no problem playing with Rikers. Personally, I would prefer to have picked my own band, but this is what we were given. It's okay.
Wasn't there, you know, Steffen?
Stefan Rose?
Steffen Rose
Yeah, sure.
was talking about touring with him, and now you're an MAD. Why
Yes.
don't you come with Steffen?
It was nothing against Stefan. It was nothing against Stefan. I like Stefan.
Yeah.
He did a very good job for us last time.
Yeah.
No question. He did a very good job. I mean, there were some problems, small problems. Nothing terrible.
business, so.
But also, I have known Stefan since 1991 when he approached us to do the tour. But Mark and Uta from AMAD, I have known them much, much longer. I have known them since maybe 1988.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were, for a while, they were staying in New York for a long time. And they asked us a long time ago to do a tour. So it's nothing for Stefan, nothing against Stefan.
Yeah.
I like Stefan. He does good tours.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to try something else. Just to try it.
Yeah. Okay.
It has nothing to do with the money or the business.
Yeah.
It's just to try it.
Yeah. Okay.
Mark and Uta are old friends of mine too. And Stefan is an old friend of mine too.
Yeah. Yeah. In which, oh my God, in which order of bands do you see yourself? Is it more like in these old English boy stuff, or is it more into American punk rock like old bands like not like Reagan Youth, or is it more into this New York hardcore thing, or?
It's terrible. I just want to clear one thing up. When you say New York hardcore, it's what you see for New York hardcore in Germany.
No, it's not what I see.
But I need to say this.
But I see what
I see myself as an old New York hardcore band.
Yeah.
There's stuff coming out of New York now that I don't like. There's also stuff coming out of New York now that I think is great.
Yeah.
But the real underground old stuff bands, I can name bands
like Apple or things like that.
Apples. He played for Apple.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
2 weeks. Great.
For only a short time.
You got all 7
They
inches.
never called me back. I guess I was really
Like
bad.
stuff like Reagan Youth, stuff like Ultraviolence, Creek Cup, No Thanks, No Control, Fathead Suburbia, that kind of stuff. We have these old hardcore bands, stuff that never put anything out.
And what is it? Is it about? In your logo is written New York City Hatecore.
I could explain that.
Yeah.
I could explain that, and I think it's important because a lot of people take it the wrong way. They think it's hatecore as in either fascist or hatecore as in just violent and fighting. To me, I came from the old New York hardcore scene.
Yeah.
So did all of us. Well, most of us came from the old New York hardcore scene. And back then, the music was separate, the scene was separate, it was turning its back on the rest of the world, and it was creating our own society, and it was angry music.
Yeah.
Not necessarily angry as in go out and beat people up, but angry as in there was a lot of things in the world that you should be angry about. Then I see all this New York hardcore that becomes popular across the country, and then popular in Europe, that is very happy. Let's all stick together, let's all be friends, and talking about it's more important as to what you eat and what you drink is more important than how you feel about your politics and feel about the government. So when I started saying hatecore many years ago, it was because I wanted people to know, yes, we are a New York band, but we are an angry band. We are hardcore, but the old hardcore that was angry and rebellious.
But the thing is that hatecore is taken for a label for a lot of other bands, which
now,
are called and that's the thing.
Hatecore was something I came up with. I created hatecore.
Yeah. And I really see it like you. The first time I ever read hatecore, it was on as the first SFA record was put out, and now a fucking lot of bands call themselves
they say, oh, hatecore, that sounds cool, and I listen to them, and I say, okay, they say hatecore, let me see what they sound like, and they're singing, yo, 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 and
it's like a football club.
No, that's not what it is.
Yeah. It's not like that with us.
Like hooligan core, not hatecore.
Yeah, hooligan core, that's the right word.
Hatecore is not just about violence and about being angry at everything around you. Hatecore is directed. Hatecore is because if you look at the world around you, there are things out there that should make you angry. And if you're not angry when you look at the world around you, then you're an idiot.
Yeah.
And you should be angry, and don't just bottle it in. Express it. Say something, whether it's something small like voting and preaching, or whether it's fighting the system. But do something.
Yeah, we're Indian killers. That's right. I killed 20 Indians myself. Song's called Freedom. You probably never will. There's a new song we just wrote last week. It's called Lights Out. Let us know what you think. It's about growing old and being in the same job, same thing every day.
Oh my God.
It's called True Love, and it has absolutely nothing to do with love, so don't get the wrong idea. a real love song.
Let's do it. Knock out. Get us later. Space for me to do something.
Hold on. We have a rule. The rule is very simple. It's the same everywhere we play. You want to have a good time? Have a good time. You want to try to hurt people? Wrong. That's not hardcore, man. Oh yeah, this is hardcore too. You hurt people by accident, that's okay. But if you go out of your way deliberately swinging to hit people, that's bullshit.